Hello, YouTube. I just recently ran across an article that kind of piqued my interest. We're in 2012, and there's supposed to be a solar maximum towards the end of this year and the beginning of next year. And there's all this talk about, solar storms and all this crazy stuff going on, earthquakes and stuff like that, stuff that has been going on. Now, the thing about this is the article, and this is from NASA, there's several of them, are predicting that while this solar maximum is probably going to be stronger than the last one, it's going to be a prelude to weaker solar activity decades down the line. Okay, what this means is that in the year 2022, when we hit another solar maximum, that's actually projected to be one of the weakest in centuries, and then after that, it could get even weaker. What does this mean? This means that, well, for one, the solar activity for 2012 is not really all that heightened. Two, we could actually expect temperatures to actually drop a little bit, which a lot of people say, oh my God, it's going to be an ice age. And then there's some other people out there that are saying that, it's going to, just be horrible, that we need to increase global CO2 emissions, like that. Don't worry about that. Here's the deal. This window, if it goes through what scientists, how scientists predict, which it's a solar event, so this is something that just doesn't get affected by, there's not something that can crop up later on that can just completely change it. Okay, these solar events, these cosmic events happen. They've been happening for billions of years. They will continue to happen for billions more years away into the future that we can't even imagine. But so there's nothing going to stop us. The predictions are kind of pretty accurate. Well, what would lower temperatures mean? Well, for one, that will give us a window to hopefully reduce the CO2 emissions, because now, that it kind of is going to slow down global warming a little bit, but global warming is still going to be there. Okay, when the solar activity actually begins to increase again, then if we don't stop, our CO2 emissions, or don't cut down on them, that can actually, cause global warming to go back on its track again. But I see that this will actually, in a way, balance out what we've done to the Earth. The next couple of decades, we're going to have normal temperatures, probably normal weather a little bit, maybe a little bit intense because it's going to be a little bit colder than we're used to globally, the global degrees or whatever. But this is only a temporary fix. So I say we take this little gap that, the sun, the universe, God, if you believe that, whatever you believe, has given us, and try to hopefully cut back on the CO2 emissions. So we can halt global warming. This was probably our, opening window that nature is giving us. Now, there's also the possibility. Now, this is a prediction that could possibly not be true because it's projecting solar cycles that are going to happen probably, within the next 30 or 40 years. That's when it gets a little shaky. It could be a start of a new minimum. In that case, once again, all it will do is just thwart what man has done to the planet. It'll stop global warming. So you don't have to worry about an ice age. Okay, that's just way out there. I decided to do a video like this because I haven't been able to find one on the solar cycle 25, and with all the doomsday predictions for solar cycle 24, the 2012-2013 solar maximum, I just thought I'd post this. It's turning out to be very lackluster than what most people are going to be expecting. I mean, like I said, it's going to be a little intense from the last one. The last one was technically kind of weak as well. But so, and there's going to be several benefits for the weakness of the solar cycles. One is we don't have to worry about satellites being fried. We don't have to worry about transmission interruptions through, well, we don't use airwaves anymore, but, we don't have to worry about our electronics messing up. The aurora borealis probably won't be as spectacular during these decades, but that's, that's going to be one of the downsides, I guess. But luckily for us, it will help us travel the stars a lot better. Like if they decide to build a moon base, whatever. Unfortunately, this allows for cosmic rays to come into our solar system, for an increase in cosmic rays. But cosmic rays are, to be honest with you, they're a lot more when the body is affected by them. They can be a lot more damaging than a solar ray or whatever, or the solar emissions. But they're not as intense as if we had increased solar activity. So all we got to do is, we're going to go out in space, just make sure our spaceship, shuttles or whatever, when we go beyond the electromagnetic field of the Earth, is secure. Make sure that they got the proper equipment, and that's avoidable. Whereas if it was, increased solar activity and there was like a big maximum, you could pretty much cut out, at least in our time, cut out the, space travel. You could say that, see that goodbye, But luckily, we're not going to have to do that. So there are several benefits to this being a not as spectacular event as we all once thought. Naming one would be all the earthquakes and volcanoes predicted in the movies. They're not going to happen, which is a good thing. Okay, I know that a lot of doomsdayers, probably will be frowned upon that little tidbit of information, but I see this as a good thing, and it will not hinder our progress as human beings. But anyway, like I said, I just want to post. I'm going to post a link. I got the link ready right here, so I'll actually post it down here so you can actually read it. Okay. Have a good one, YouTube, and I will see you.